What's up, guys? Iceman here. So, it's been a long time coming, but the time has come. Another video is in the process of being made, and you are witnessing this shit firsthand. But, yeah, what was it? Like 2 days ago I made a video. I just skipped yesterday. Sometimes I get so indulged in this character, I don't even want to make a video. And that's kind of what happened yesterday, and I played a little too much, bro. Alright, that was fucked up. But, decided to make a video. And, first off, I'm going to show you my gear. Still using this Faith bow. It's towed. Wasn't in Superior, of course. And it rolled a 14 out of 15 fanaticism, and it rolled 2 skills. Where it could have rolled either 1 or 2 skills. Yeah. It's towed. I need to replace these plain IS jewels. One has 17 mana. With IS max damage jewels. That would be so godly. But I need to get 3 of them first, and it's going to be damn expensive. Atmos Scarab. I hit the final breakpoint with this GMB bow, and I'm wearing Atmos. Don't even need an IS on me. That's how told Iceman is. So, Razor Tail. Don't forget that, bro. Don't forget that, you dog. Okay, Fortitude. Shit fucking roll, man. Most minimal life based on character level possible. Out of like 5 variables or something. It sucks, but it's still fofo, so I'm pleased with fofo. I got 30 IS on the Laying of Hands, War Traveler boots. I traded Mal, Lem. I think is what I traded for these. I posted an ad on the site. Somebody hit me up, and look at, they're not even CNC, man. These are so towed. The only reason I wanted War Tribes, I never wear these shit on Sorks. I think they suck for Sorks, man. Because one of their primary attributes, I think, is the damage mod. We got 15 to 25 damage. That shit really scales. This adds about 400 damage to my Boson, which is a lot for a Boson. Especially when she's just filling the screen with arrows, man. 400 damage is a lot when you're hitting like every enemy on screen per click. It's told. These arrows ain't none. These ain't got shit on my last ones that I had last ladder. My last ladder ones were so GG, man. They had this max damage mod at the highest tier, where it would be like 56 at level 90. And it had an even higher 15 to 17 damage. My other ones were like 20 to 30 some damage or some crazy shit like that. And my other one also had 2 MF mods, where it equated to over 60 MF at level 90. It was so GG, man. I never dared slam him, of course. Well, look at this. I found a Hellslayer. Satan dropped him. Satan dropped him. And I'm going to slam it. I'm going to show you how told this character is becoming. She is coming of age. She is coming of age. She really is. But yeah, she's level 90. And I actually ran some public chaos games. And she got a lot of EXP from doing that, man. So I'm going to do more. And I was surprised. It was last night. We had 8 players, like right away, man. Everyone joined the Iceman Chaos. They loved that shit. There were like 1 or 2 other high levels. But other than that, a bunch of noobs. And yeah, I was running them with this Boson. A Sork would teleport to the Chaos most of the time. I didn't do too many, but fuck me. Look at this. How long is this going to take? See, this is what I do when I'm crafting. I just need to find a pair of chain gloves. Holy shit. There they are. Ooh, and they're the good ones. Look at that. They're the exceptional mode ones. Doesn't even say what they are. Okay. Heavy bracers. So those are beyond the exceptional, right? I think heavy bracers are the elite. It doesn't even tell me what they are. I forgot what the other ones are called. But anyway, they're the chain glove ones. These are hit power gloves. They give knockback. I need 20 IAS ones. And then I need to wear a 10 IAS belt to hit a breakpoint with my Faith Ball. Or I could slam them when they hit 20 IAS if they do, and hope for the additional 10 as I get on these. But that is just, that's a bitch. Okay. That's a sucky roll. So I'm going to sell that. We're going to slam Hellslayer just for the hell of it. 15 IES. It added 15 IES. That's shitty. Dude, look at this slug. Look at that slug, man. I don't think I've seen one with such high defense. This is Ethereal Luckward Plate. I think is how you say it. So you could Larzik socket this and get 40s, make a Fortitude or a Stone. I think it's a heavy armor tier, is that right? That's heavy armor. But that is such a slug. I might try to trade it, I don't know. But check this out, Jaw. Jaw dropped in Chaos yesterday. Like my second Chaos game I made, I was just soloing. I couldn't believe it, man. Here's what I do though. I go out here and I let the Merc start his might. See, I do 4,300. But damn, where's this video at? Folks gonna be pissed that I didn't even kill anything at 6 minutes in. So if you want to talk shit in the comment section below. And hit the like button and subscribe if you have not yet. And become a patron. I do have my Patreon banner and I will show that in a moment. When I'm done with the video. Or I might show it before. Okay, so there we go. 4,600 now. See that? And her strafe is almost 5,000 max damage. It would be over 5 if I was wearing Cat's Eye. But it's going to get over 5 with this build. I have plenty of room for more max damage charms. I just have shitty charms on her right now. But you see how toad this is? She just fills the screen with arrows, man. Just kills shit so fucking fast. Most of the time, multi-shot just clears shit out. I use strafe in narrow corridors. And I maxed immolation arrow. Ooh, a ruby. Oh, shield! I think we can slam a ring now. Or not slam one, but we can craft one. Yeah, I'm hoping to craft a good ring. I'm hoping to craft a blood ring. I think it's what it is. Okay, there's it. There we go. So we need that. Oh, shit! Okay, I do have a Sol. A Sol, and then you need a jewel of any sort. And it gets a blood ring. Damn it! Dumbass! What a piece of shit. Yeah, that's not even worth selling to the merchants, man. Okay, so. Damn, look at that hog of a belt. That's a toad. Lightning rat. Holy shit. Horrible strength mod, though. If that had faster hit recovery and more strength, that would be a slug. And I would probably just keep it for style points, man, and probably never use it. Try to trade it. No one ever buy it, because who the fuck wants that? But it'd be a slug of a belt, man. But see this? Now, here we go. The immolation arrow, check it out. 4,500 damage. I'm just taking my time right now, man. This chick is fast, though. So don't talk shit about the Vayman, okay? Please? I don't want her feelings getting hurt. But check this out. Look at how fast the immolation arrow wastes these things. Yeah, so this is a hybrid, man. And I didn't max multi-shot. Almost did. I'm kind of pissed I didn't, because max multi-shot is so told. But anyway, you see that? But here's strafe, and I do use strafe sometimes. In like really, I usually don't use it in that situation. But when they're in line with each other, I'll use it. You know, like right here. That's okay, but the problem is these guys, some enemies, the immolation arrow just melts, man. Like right here, I usually won't use strafe either. I'd use immo arrow on those guys. But, strafe has its purpose, especially in these narrow areas. In the chaos, and in tier 1, in some sections in tier 1 I'll use it. And I'll often have strafe on left and multi-shot on right. It's just how enemies like to do it. Single enemies, of course. Like these Balrogs, when they're by themselves or when there's two, strafe is definitely more optimal than anything else. 721 defense. Problem is, when you get in the middle and shit, strafe is annoying as fuck. Because she does all this weird, especially in the maps. Like right here. But still, When they're lined up, man, it's really GG. And it can even do well against bosses, strafe. But the problem is now I use Immolation Arrow, and Immolation Arrow, I'll show you how it's quite toad against bosses. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'll show you the skills in just a minute, alright? Like, then I come out here, I usually just multi-shot shit to death. And you can, what is actually strafing, I think, with multi-shot, where you can do this little thing, you know? You can move, you're not locked down. But, I would have max strafe, but the problem is, it only gives her about 40 damage per level. 40 total damage per level. And it doesn't give any AR. I still might pump some points, so I might respec and relocate some of my skills. See, strafe with gear is level 13. So I put like 4 points into it. 4 additional points or something like that. Multi-shot I put more into, put 10 more than that. It's at 23. I maxed Immolation Arrow, I maxed Fire Arrow for the synergy, but then I found this synergy from exploding is really not needed because it only adds to the explosion damage, which is very minimal. Immolation Arrow really shines from its burning, you know? And if you add more to exploding, it doesn't do anything for the per second damage, see? It would be told to have a maxed out explosion damage, but I just wanted to put those skills elsewhere. So check this out. Here's the passives. I got Pierce up to where I can hit over 100%. See that? With Razor Tail on. Sometimes she wears Nos Coil if I use like a different gear setup, which I do sometimes. In which case she doesn't have max Pierce. It's like 70 or whatever, or it's like 60 something. I don't know what it is without Razor Tail. Like 65% maybe, 60. But anyway. And then I put some into Lethal Strike. Of course, when you're multi-shotting, it's only the front 3 arrows that things like this apply to. But I do focus those arrows often. But strafe, it applies it to all of them. And even Immolo Arrow with the physical hit that it does. So I just started leveling it until where I begin to get diminishing returns, to where it starts to only do 1 percentage point per level. And then I just said, fuck it. But Lethal Strike is really told. You know, this is just a hybrid build, man. Oh, why do I have so much strength? Oh, because I put on War Traps, yeah. So now I could respec again and have an additional 10, or in this case 11 strength. Or applied to Dex, rather. I might have had too much Vitality, I don't know. When I was used to last letter, I get her at 1,000 life. The beaming. And I get her to 1,000 life. And I call it good, but that might be a bit excessive, especially, look at this, man. Maxed out Res-All. It's so GG. I really just like having maxed out Res-All. I know a lot of folk talk shit about that. You know, a lot of folk be saying you ain't need that on Amazon. But the thing is, this Amazon does everything, man. She does everything. She can do tier 1 to 4. No problem, especially with Immo Arrow. Now, it's kind of why I wanted Immo Arrow. Because I remember tier 3 was just kind of annoying with my last Amazon. But she's still doing no problem, okay? But it was just kind of annoying. In that, there are some physical immunes, but of course Magic Arrow or Strafe with Atlas Ami works very well against them. Because you'll proc amp damage like crazy against them. And 1 point Magic Arrow does just fine as well, and I do use that. So you have all these hotkeyed. I have Magic Arrow right here. 1 point into it, 1 point into Guided Arrow. Strafe with 4 points into it at least, then Immolation Arrow maxed. Oh, fuck me, but, yeah, it's kind of what I had in mind was tier 3. Fire builds just destroy in there, man. And now this Immo Arrow is so told. That missed him. Shit is gonna die like cray. It really is. I'll make a video on tier 3. And she's gonna waste tier 3, man. And take Big Daddy's word for it, brah, okay? Don't talk shit. But if you do, do it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the matter, but for reals, fire builds just destroy tier 3, man. it just kills the shit out of them. So really looking forward to using that. It's really gonna shine there. But other than that, like what is it? Tier 2. You know, you're in that snowy region, and I think a lot of those enemies, they have less fire resistance. But here's what I do with Satan. I just get up in his grill. See this? And I'll just ammo arrow him. See that? And he's dead. And my merc doesn't even die. Almost every time. Yeah, ammo arrow just wastes him, bro. So... But it makes some variety, man. You know, you can use strafe, you can use multi-shot, you can use immolation arrow. Yes, it would be fun to have a Lightning Fury hybrid, but the problem is Lightning Fury is an AoE and so is multi-shot. And even just one point in a multi-shot, you're already wiping out the screen. But she can do everything, man. She can even go down here and kill these wisps. You see this shit? She doesn't even care, man. She doesn't even care. And you can use strafe to auto-aim things. Yeah. But Immo Arrow destroys these guys. These wraiths. And I could put on T-Gods right now if I wanted. And those things won't even hurt her. You know, I have T-Gods in the stash. But I don't even give a fuck, man, because it doesn't even matter. She's so godly. Look. See? Yeah, now I should use Immo Arrow against those guys. So I'll put on Immo Arrow. But you see how it just wastes them? Although when they're more spread out like this, multi-shot does the trick. Yeah, I can just run up in their grill. She has amp damage on her right now. And she ain't even care, man. Yeah, this job is... This boson is told. So... She ain't finished, you know. She has a lot to do still. Oh, hasn't her mercs? Okay, there's the mic. 4600 multi-shot. It is told. It's very told. I'll use... Yeah. This isn't very narrow right here, so I usually don't use strafe in here, but in some situations when you got a lot of the clear screened event, or the screen cleared of enemies, you got a few of them lined up, you strafe Day's ass, and it does a great job. But yeah, it is nice how it auto tracks, you know. And I got a little trick up my sleeve that I'll be revealing soon. I'll give you guys a hint. I'm going to do something with that jaw rune. But I need to find another rune, another GG rune. So I'll give you guys a hint, you know. So for those of you who are detectives and shit, maybe you could figure it out. But I might try something else with this boson and see how that works out. Look at that. 50s. That's a grief face right there. These guys are kind of annoying. You gotta strafe Day's ass. Because anything that's not fire immune, and those big thick enemies that are for single target, Immolation Arrow just destroys them. Alright. See, but sometimes you gotta strafe Day's ass. Look at him right now. These guys all lined up. You can strafe Day's ass. Yeah, you're gonna get more amp damage procs with that. But like I said, check it out. I do use multi-shot in a strategic way where I keep those arrows focused. Oh, these guys will get you with this build if they pop in your face. What is this hog? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, non-eth rares now are pretty told. They can be because, of course, you can slam non-eth items now. You can corrupt them and potentially get max sockets. So they might be more desirable than the old school, you know, ethereal rares, but I don't know. Because instead of just having the 50% damage bonus from ethereal, they can have 6 sockets in some items where you can put like 6 ohms in that shit. And other things, of course. See, but here's what I do. Okay? Yeah, but I'm looking forward to finding another high rune to make this other item. Check this out. You can just let your multi-shot rain, and it just destroys that shit. Immo Arrow works good for some of these crowds, like maybe this one here, I don't know. But you don't even need it, man. You don't even need it. See how that just destroys these ass. This tier is kind of vulnerable to fire if they're not fire immune. Oh shit. I was on my other boat. Come on, Merc. Don't pass out. Shit. Yeah, my Merc. See, his gear kind of sucks. I need to slam this helm. I mean, that helm sucks for him too, though. But I need to do some stuff about him. I just made that Lawbringer. The limb that I found, and I actually socketed this Legend Sword that I found as well. I just couldn't find a good deal on a trade for a 30s. Everyone's asking too much. So I just went and slammed it with Larzuk. These guys, you can multi-shot them, you can strafe them. Usually clear some out with multi-shot, and then I'll strafe the remainers. And then for Bell, I just use ammo arrow on him. I might get knockback. I'm trying to craft some knockback gloves. Those actually work great for the cow level and higher player level. Like if you're running 8-player games, knockback is nice to have, especially if you're leading them, man. But see how fast? I mean, this character is not optimal for killing bosses, of course. They're for kill speed of enemies and running tiers. But even with that, she still can get those bosses just fine. Head Striker, dude, that is some style points right there. Holy shit.
Good afternoon.
Maybe I should slam that. I could slam that Head Striker. Yeah, Iceman, he keeps too many goodies, man, as you guys can see. Could slam that Head Striker, though. Look at this. I slammed this and I got 50s. Well, I didn't slam it. I cube socketed it. I found this slug. So I need to cube socket this and hope for 40s. I have a good one for trade right now. But yeah, if that gets 40s, I'll try and trade that. Some folks like these cryptic axes. But yeah, ideally, you want a ton of charms. You want a ton of charms. And I'm going to respec eventually, have more dex, less vitality. And if I make this new item, I'm not going to need any strength, okay? There's another hint. To where I could just pump the fuck out of that dex, and she's going to be so toad. And I'm going to see if I can get almost equivalent damage in that way. Because I will be losing a really nice item as well that gives a lot of damage. But I don't know. Oh, that's right. I have a unique jewel that I found. Here, let me show you the 46-55 multi-shot, and here's taking 9 damage away. See, 45-71. To 46-55. It adds almost 100 damage right there. 9 max damage adds almost 100 damage. So yeah, if I get more max damage charms to replace some of these guys. See, this is pretty cool. This is Toad, but it doesn't have 3 max damage. It has 1 max damage. If I find one of these with 3 max damage, AR, and run walk, that would be Toad. That's really what I want. Alright, so here's this unique jewel. See what kind of facet this is. Fire res. Oh, look at that. It's a 4-5 facet. Shit. I could trade that hog. Alright. So, if you will like this video... Oh, look at this now, man. Look at her damage now with that shrine. These bugs, there are some enemies that are really vulnerable to fire. Not these bugs so much, but there are the other enemies here that look like the Muto from Godzilla, is what they look like, really. You know, the beige colored ones that have the little babies and shit. And they are really vulnerable. Look at how fast she kills the Smith when he's not fire immune. Oh, a tier key. Yeah, and I'll be running the tiers. No, I already ran 1 and 2, and she cleared the whole damn thing, no problem. Just blotting the sun out with arrows. It was Toad, and it was a great time. I don't think I found anything. But good EXP in the tiers, tier maps. So I will be making videos on that, alright? Now look at the fire just kill those things like crazy. There's some strafe action. But yeah, the strategy varies depending on the situation, of course, by quite a bit. I always like having both options. One option could be put 10 into strafe, 10 into multi-shot. Another option could be max both strafe and multi-shot and skip immolation arrow. But right now, I'm kind of interested in using immo arrow. Damn, that really wiped him out right there. See, when they're somewhat lined up, strafe is towed. Especially when you have 100% pure sprawl. But it's all situational, and the tiers all kind of demand different things. You know, tier 1, you're using strafe and multi-shot in a very balanced way, I think. Maybe 50-50 almost. Tier 2, you're using like 80% multi-shot because it's just huge and widespread, and you could just sit back and just kill everything on screen. Tier 3 is more narrow again, but I think what I'll use in Tier 3 primarily will be a combination of strafe, multi-shot, and mostly immolation arrow. You know, maybe more strafe than multi-shot in Tier 3. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done Tier 3, and I'll have to check the immunities and stuff. I think there are some physical immunes, but they're just going to be melted by immolation arrow. And then Tier 4, I think, is more multi-shot optimal because it's so wide open. And all the GG's-ons, they seem to always use multi-shot in there especially. Because Tier 4 is just a huge wide open area. But you still use some strafe, and I'll use some immo arrow. I'm not sure how much immo arrow I'm going to use in Tier 4. I just can't remember how many fire immunes there are. But it's going to have its use still. But yeah, she could just do anything, man. You could just chill, bro. You could just chill back and go in the high-level areas. You know, get yourself... These guys get wasted by fire. Except for him. He's fire immune. But it's nice having all these skills hotkeyed, and you can even use, you know, guided arrow. Shit, look at guided arrow. Guided arrow does a lot of damage. 7,000 damage max right now, and it's going to get even better. And that's only 1 point into it. Magic arrow, you can always revert to that. Not for these guys, of course, but you just use magic arrow on the phys immunes, and it kills them like crazy. Let's see how that scales. It always converts 42%. Okay, so it just adds damage per level, and maybe less mana consumption. These guys right here get wasted by fire. See that? It barely touches them and they die. Those are those mutal-looking things. What the hell was that? Shit, I'm all our goodies. But anyway, like this video if you will, hit the thumbs up button. I'll show my patrons. Thank you to my patrons. Oh shit, gotta get the Vayman out of the way. Excuse me, Vayman? Okay, the patrons. So thank you for supporting the Iceman as you do. I really appreciate the contributions. It pleases me and all that. So yeah, if you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. Let me know what you think about my Vayman. And, oh, I killed someone too. There's this necromancer, this son of a bitch necromancer, and I have his ear. I ran a game, and then he was trying to be a wise ass. He said, what did he say? He said, I need your ear. And then he made an excuse after I killed him that he was drunk. I think he was just making that up. But, you know, I didn't talk shit. I just killed him, and I just kept going on my way. But let me show you his ear. It's this guy right here, okay? And we were both level 89. Flesh that hates dash or colon or what it yeah, Flesh that hates is his name, okay? I forgot his account. But I stood outside of town. He came charging toward me. He was some poison shit, some desecrate shit. He was going to be good at dueling, man. I knew it. But I risked it, and I slaughtered him. And his little ear falls, and he starts making excuses that he was drunk. So, peace be with you, sir. May you rest in peace, you son of a bitch. Like the video and subscribe. Peace be with you. Oh, and here are my patrons again. Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. Link in the description below. Follow me on Facebook.